time to move on from this amazing site.
Great site.
Lance said we could have stayed here all summer, which we probably could
Just
have.
because it's a great site.
It was a great site.
Not that I don't want to see other things.
Yeah. We're going to go about half hour down the road to the other side of the Bighorns.
Hopefully find an equally great site.
Yeah. So we love this site, and here's to new adventures.
This is the site that we said we'd be back in 5 years. So.
Yep. We did it.
Pretty cool.
Check. One last view. Okay. Here we go. The cats will be happy. It's a short trip today. Are you ready, cats? This is the only dump station up on the mountain. It's like halfway between. And it was on our way to our new site. So this is awesome. Luckily we've got water here too, because we run empty. Well, at this place, there's only 2 open sites. Let's first come, first serve. God is so good to us. One of the sites was full, and the other site's open, and 1,000 times better. We have a creek running through our site. This is open tonight. Praise be to God.
Okay, she gets so excited when we find a site that when I get to a site, I want to get everything, I want to get us dialed in, locked in. She goes through this 20-minute, crazed. There's squirrels, there's chipmunks, they have weird tails. It's so funny.
What do you think of it? Isn't it great?
It's okay.
Stop it. Lance, you never match my enthusiasm.
If I did, I would probably have a heart attack.
Lance, this is so exciting.
Can you?
I get so excited. And all he wants to do is unhook.
Let's get hooked up with them. We'll go explore.
And then I'm like, look at this, look at this, look at this. And he just wants to get level and wants to unhook. And I am just like, squirrel,
There's
squirrel.
hummingbirds chasing chipmunks with weird
I
tails.
love finding a new pretty site.
Okay.
Okay, calm down. We're in our awesome new site. So I'm going to give you a little tour because we have it all set up now. So there's our little picnic area. Little table. They left us some wood there. And then right down here, we are right on a mountain river. Is that not stunning? Right there. Oh, we've even got some chipmunks. Okay, and then we have the tent set up. Lance is taking a nap or listening to music. Got Daisy's set up. My hammock set up right here on the river. And so I have that view. Got our little lights up for tonight. And then we got a little walkway so we don't have to wear shoes to the tent. And we just come through here. And I also have a little chair to see the view around. So that is our fun new campsite. So excited. Time to relax after that setup. The sound of that river. I think I could sleep out here all night. I might just do that. Depends how cold it gets, but I think it'd be really fun to be out here. Daisy and Emmy all situated with their dinner. Good job, girls. Look what I'm cooking tonight. We have chicken quesadillas. Lance is taking a nap, so I'm really excited to wake him up with this. And we'll have a picnic right here at our beautiful site. Lance, what? Dinner's ready.
Right.
After dinner, I was hanging out in the tent with the cats, and look what I saw. There's a squirrel, and the hummingbird is attacking it. Isn't that crazy? It just keeps attacking it, hitting its head and tail. They must have a nest up there. We're heading out for our first night to explore our new area here on the east side of the Bighorns. So it's 6:45 here. It's a perfect time for animals to come out. And let's see what we can find tonight. Lake is actually a dam, and we were there 5 years ago. And the fun story about that was there's a little trail going along the side of it, and we walked that, and then Lance saw some big rocks and thought we could go up those, which we did. We went to the top of those and had a beautiful view, and then we turned around and looked, and there's a bunch of scat all over, and it looked like our cat's scat. We took a picture and later on identified it as mountain lion. So we were up there and it was like, time to go. And then as we were coming down, all the little marmots were squeaking and like setting off their little alarms and looking off into that direction. So we got out of there pretty fast, but good to see that place again. And we're gonna plan to kayak it. It's so beautiful. We have a kayak with us now, and that will be one of our goals. Now here's another place we stayed when we were here that 5 years ago. This is where we stayed. We didn't have a camper then, and we stayed in cabins. And we stayed in a cabin right up here and on the river. And then we had s'mores down here with a fire at the fire pit. So this is a really beautiful place, and it was really fun. We stayed here for quite a few days. Today, we headed down the mountain about 20 miles into Buffalo. Downtown Buffalo once was a rowdy frontier town filled with outlaws, cowboys, and cattle drives. Today, its historic buildings still echo the spirit of the Old West. The Occidental Hotel here, built in the 1880s, was once a saloon stop for Butch Cassidy, Calamity Jane, and Teddy Roosevelt, to name a few. We stayed here once, and after our visit, we learned it's considered one of Wyoming's most haunted places. And from our experience, we agree. Buffalo's downtown is lined with historic buildings like this, many listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It also inspired the fictional town of Durant in the hit series Longmire. Author Craig Johnson lives just down the road in tiny Ucross, population of 26, and every year fans from around the world gather here for Longmire Days. In fact, when we stopped into one store, we realized the author of the Longmire books and series was right there in the building. At the end of our walking, we stopped into the Busy Bee for a nice little lunch in a charming place, and then went and filled up on provisions for the next week. Woo-hoo-hoo. It is refreshing. What do you think, Emmy?
She's like, should I dip her in?
No.
She might like it.
She won't like it. That's you?
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. Good girl, Emmy. Refreshing, to say the least. I'm going to dip my watch in and find out what temperature it is. Woo, that's cold. Put Emmy out here on a rock.
67, I say.
I'm going to say 59. Oh, yeah. I got it exactly.
Oh, that's ice cold.
Wipe it on your face.
I don't know what's in the...
We decided to take a walk and explore some of the areas around this beautiful campground. Lots of areas you could get in the river, beautiful rock formations. You can get up close and personal, and of course, seeing little critters. We then wanted to refresh back in that water.
It is just beautiful river, isn't it?
Every time we get back in after we walk a little ways, it feels warmer and feels better.
I think our feet just get more and more numb.
That's probably it. Woo! That feels good. That evening after dinner, our drive led us through a forest. We noticed areas where trees had been chopped down and brush piles stacked. We found out that forest crews do this to thin out older pines and remove what's called ladder fuels, low brush and small trees that let fire climb into the canopy. It's all part of reducing wildfire risk and encouraging healthier, more fire-resistant growth. All of this is called reducing fuel levels so wildfires spread more slowly. We enjoyed our time at this site, sitting by the river, taking walks, and looking at nature. Look at these butterflies we saw here. The gray hairstreak, the meadow fritillary, and the white admiral. They visited us all day long in the driveway by our campsite. Curled like a party streamer, the butterfly's tongue, called a proboscis, unrolls to sip nectar. And in this case, it adds saliva to dry nutrients that it needs, so it can sip those up too. There was plenty of time of hanging out in the tent, taking cat naps, and also getting Lance to play some games with me, hanging out in the hammock, and having dinners outside under the stars. We even had an unexpected dinner guest. The local squirrel couldn't get enough of the taco salad, especially the dressing, which he delicately licked off the lettuce and left it behind. And then this guy showed up out of nowhere. Just check out his profile. Of course, Daisy was having the time of her life watching these guys run up and down the tree. And she conked out at the end of the night. One evening's drive had one direction full of birds and the other full of horses. Look at what you miss if you don't go back road. There's just some little back road here. And you got this cool formation.
And the mountain, right?
So, and Snow Camp Mountains are fun. Our time up here was so relaxing, hanging out by the river, getting Lance to play a few games with me, cozying up in the tent, and enjoying dinners under the open sky. Did you see that? That was our first encounter with wild horses. What do you think? How many do you think were there?
At least 40, I would say. Could be more.
Perfect timing, and they were just, and we could see just up, all of a sudden you could see going through the woods section, just a whole bunch.
Moving.
They were beautiful. Oh my gosh. So we're turning back around and going up to see if we can see them cross again. What do you think, Lance? Good drive?
Oh, this is unbelievable.
It's a good drive. Awesome fire going. And I'm going to go inside and invite Lance out to it. Oh, it's a perfect night for it. Nice and chilly. After Lance left, I stayed out for hours reading. One of my favorite things to do. Another beautiful morning, or should I say afternoon, by the river. And got a chance to see a hummingbird chase after squirrels again. Good Thursday afternoon. This is our last day up on the eastern side of the southern Bighorns. And we are going on one more ride down a road that we haven't been to yet. Of course, the back road. And seeing what we can find here. And then after dinner, we plan to go kayak that one little dam lake that we went to a couple days ago.
That damn lake.
Of course, I knew Lance would have to make a comment. Here, you want to be on there?
No, it's just review.
So we'll show you what we find on this road. Today we chose Hazelton Road to explore down, and as you'll see, it did not disappoint.
Sheep everywhere. Reminds me of it's a big freaking out. But like, I don't know where we were. A couple years ago, we were somewhere way in the woods, driving in this deep part of the mountainy woods, and all of a sudden, just thousands of sheep. Just like a stampede of sheep came running down the road, and we just sat in it for, I don't know, 20-30 minutes, and we saw one human trying to drive them, and they were just going all over the place. And this is the biggest herd I've seen since then. Small in comparison, but still a huge herd of sheep.
Do you hear these guys? just everywhere. They're so vocal.
You're not having fun, are you?
I just want to jump the fence and go with them and cuddle them.
That's why you gotta take back roads. Back roads through strange places is just the absolute best thing to do. Get off the main paths and just drive, and you'll come across the most amazing stuff. The road getting here was even more amazing.
That made me extremely happy. Extremely happy. What a cool road. We're gonna have to turn around here. It's 5:30. We haven't eaten dinner, and that road goes like another 35 miles. Luckily, we have trail mix and granola in the car.
We haven't eaten all day.
We could just keep going and going. This is one of my favorite roads. Lance, I think I talk a lot when I get really excited in the car. Do I? Yeah, I guess I do. I've been just so excited on this road.
I don't think she's taken a breath in 45 minutes. I'm tired just from listening to her. I'm exhausted.
He said he was tired.
And I haven't said a word. I've just sat here quietly. And I'm exhausted just from her energy output.
This is a different group of lamb, or sheep, I should say. Sheep are actually brought up here each summer for high elevation grazing, part of a cycle that helps ranchers and reduces wildfire fuel. The Maremma sheepdog comes from Italy, bred not to herd livestock but to guard them from wolves, bears, and coyotes. They bond deeply with their flock, seeing the animals as part of their own family. How'd you get out? Hi! We noticed some herds, like this one, had numbers painted right on their wool. It helps herders keep track of each one, especially when they roam wide across the open range. When I came back to review my pictures, I noticed I took this little guy, 636, and then it reminded me there's got to be a biblical verse, 6:36. And sure enough, be merciful just as your Father is merciful. last fire of the night here where we're camping. We're going to move on tomorrow. And I just woke Lance up. I told him I made a fire, but I think he fell back asleep. I think I'm just going to let him sleep and just enjoy the fire myself. Curl up like I did yesterday and read a book out here next to the fire. It's looking pretty good. We collected a little bit of the firewood there, so that and a couple other bundles here should have enough to last a couple hours. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
She's covering it.
Mountain lion scat up there, like way up on this rock that we went.
And it was fresh.
I don't know how fresh it is, but Lance must have like.
I tasted it.
Oh, come on! Now I gotta cut that out. So on the top there was some scat that we found out was mountain lion scat.
It's fresh.
So he says.
I smelled it. What's wrong with smelling it?
Can't we just get
You
through
can't smell
this?
it?
No! Yeah, pool when we were in there.
Video of you. You know, we had a pool table, and I beat you all the time in our pool table.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about right here. I beat him, and I have video of it. I'm gonna say 59.
I can put the berries in and test.
Moose sign means there has to be moose on, right?
Except that sign was of an elk, honey.
That was a moose, wasn't it?
It was an elk.
Oh, crap.
Love you, buddy. That was so cute.
You're gonna rub my shoulder tonight now. You pulled my
The funky monkey there.
You suck. Thank you for watching and join us on more adventures.